Keeping venomous reptiles is an unforgiving hobby, requiring proper training and lots of experience. One simple mistake can be the difference between life and death. Remember, the most venomous snake in the world is the one that just bit you. There are no venomous snakes with training wheels. Just because you see viperkeeper handle snakes a certain way does not mean you should try it too.
Nothing like being greeted by a happy viper when you come in the room. I don't know what set this one off, but he's been huffing and puffing and mock striking ever since I came in to feed the little Echis ocellatus. Maybe he's taking exception to the fact that I'm not feeding him. What's up, dude? What is your issue? This is not a happy snake. You know, they get into moods just like people do. And this is one of the members of the synchronized eating team. Macrovipera tyrannica, also known as the blunt-nosed viper. And he's in a very foul mood today. So we'll let him huff and puff and hopefully settle down. Definitely having a bad scale day.
Okay, Miss Whitetail. Sorry it's through the glass. Pretty yucky. Miss Whitetail hopefully will drop some babies soon. She hasn't been too successful. She's lost the past couple of litters. Got mostly slugs and one malformed baby, which was pretty much dead on arrival. Hey bud, you're sort of nestled in there. He likes to chill in his log, and when I show that this is a feeding visit, he will come forth, I promise you. There you go, bud. How's that? That's right. Work it through the poop while you eat it.
Yep. Get a little extra flavor.
Uh-huh. You know, I've watched a lot of snakes eat, but I particularly enjoy watching boomslangs eat. They have a very interesting way of maneuvering things around, which is a little different from idiot snakes like this taipan there, who can barely figure out how to eat. You know, he's really got it sort of pegged. They quickly turn that around to the right angle. They always like to grab them on the back. They very seldom will take them nose on, and then, you know, work things around to the front. None of the snakes are really happy because I'm cutting their foodstuffs back. He's he's only going to get 2 of these mice, and he'll have to be happy with that. You know, realistically, they don't expend a lot of energy, with the exception of some of the elapids. The viperids just sort of sit there and get fat. Well, you know, even some colubrids can sit there and get fat, and you know, he's pretty much full size, so I'm cutting his food allotment to two large mice a week, and that may be even too much. As I was saying, he grabs them from the back and then works things around so he can get the nose down while nicely chewing his prey item. They have extra wide jaws. I think it's because their normal natural prey are birds, and birds, you know, have sort of this boofy chest and belly and stuff, where rodents are a little bit more cylindrical, especially when they're dead.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be happy, but that's all for him this week. Okay, dude, that's all for this week. Once again, we'll just have this tongue sticking out, and okay, good, you nailed it. You didn't try to nail me.
Very important.
That's very important. And of all the snakes here, next to the king cobra, the taipans, the boomslang, the gaboons are probably the least favorites if you have to take a bite. It's bad news. That's all that is. Well, I thought you were going to give everybody an opportunity to watch you eat that, but I see you're going to drag it back in there. Huh? This, of course, is the female Papuan taipan, who I think is just about ready to go into shed. And this is typical. Unfortunately, I didn't film the beginning part. Maybe I can catch it from the room cam up there, the webcam. But rats, she'll strike a couple times and release because of the danger involved. Birds, like these chicken chicks, she'll bite and hold because instinctually I think they realize that a bird could fly away and they could lose their prey. After they tap a rat, it's not going very far, and they're going to be able to track that down via scent and you know, devour it essentially. But when it comes to chickens and birds, quail chicks and stuff, she holds for quite some time until she's certain it's dead, and then we'll eat it normally. And since she is disengaged, I am going to carefully shut the doors, because she can and will chase me across the room. So I will make sure that she's safely inside and can eat the chick if she so desires. I mean, who knows with her. Well, these guys had a feed yesterday. You can see the fat belly on the one around the tree limb there. They actually were watching the festivities, taking out the big water cobra, bucketing him, and cleaning his substrate. These guys are definitely nosy. You know, they have superior eyesight because they're not viperids. Viperids have good eyesight, but just detect movement. These guys have much better eyesight because they have to look for smaller prey at a longer distance. And just like the boomslangs have very good vision too. You know, front-facing, stereoscopic vision. You guys are funny. Hi, Slink. Hi, Slinky. Oh, I know, you're jerky. Are you excited for some food, or are you just upset? Oh, we're just cranky. You just never know. All right, it's only a rat. It's not going to hurt you. You never know. Good. There you go. You know, mambas are very, very nervous, twitchy snakes, as you could see. You know, he went on the defensive until he figured out that I was there to give him something to eat. Right, dude, huh? Yeah. Okay, so we're just going to let him eat. This way he can be relaxed, because he is secure behind his glass. Remember, these animals, when I go into their cage, I'm invading their space. They're perfectly relaxed and calm for the most part in their cage. It's just when I go into their space, they get really upset, and if you really want to upset them, you remove them from their cage. Beast. This is a Tercicopello, Bothrops asper, and no telling where she is. Either she, most of the time she's been in the back, and she is in the back this time, which isn't going to make for great photography, but we'll see if we can get her to come forward and not necessarily out of the cage, which would be really exciting. Hello, I see you, big girl. I see you, big girl. Now, you can't see much of her, but believe me, if you accidentally see more than you want to see, then it's something to remember. She is extremely fast, can turn on a dime. She's got huge fangs as big as a your typical gaboon, maybe not 2 inches long, but certainly longer than an inch. Lots of very dangerous venom. This species wreaks havoc in its range, mostly in Costa Rica. It is a force to be reckoned with. Make sure that we got enough overhanging. Hey dude, come on, you got good eyesight. Over here. Hey, what? You want this to eat, or do you want to go gallivanting? There you go. Yeah, he thought he was going to go for a roam.
Just zoom in a bit.
Okay. Oh, I know. I see the hooding. I know. Mr. Camera's coming over. Mr. Camera is not going to take your rat. All right. I'll back off.
Is that him?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh yeah, he reacts quite quite forcefully when he has his food, and if you really want to make him angry, you try to take his food away from him. It's the only time that he will really go on the offensive and try to bite me. And I did that once, and I will never do it again. I've had some really scary times with this guy when he's been pissed off or aggravated, or you know, in the process of feeding him. He is quite the character. So let's let him relax, and I'm going to shut the door here, and he can relax and start to eat his rat, and I can go about other duties.